Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wild. Today we are talking about everything you must know about YouTube monetization. YouTube is and has been one of the things that I wanted to pursue for a while. And getting monetized was recently a phenomenal goal that I achieved. And I'm really thankful for every single person that has subscribed to me. But there are some things that came up for me that I wish YouTubers or other people told me about getting monetized that is rarely brought up at all, if they bring it up in the first place. So in this video, we're going to go over some things that I wish I knew about getting monetized beforehand. But before we do that, let's start with a disclaimer. The context of this video does not contain, is never intended to be, legal, business, financial, tax, or health advice of any kind. This video is for entertainment purposes only. It is advised that you conduct your own research and consult with qualified professionals before you apply anything you find online. Also, not every YouTube journey is going to be the same for everybody. What has been happening on my YouTube journey may happen faster for you, may happen slower for you, and in some cases, unfortunately, sometimes they just don't happen at all. Let's start with number one, qualifications. There's actually 4 total things that YouTubers need to have before getting monetized. 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 public watch hours, 2-step verification activated, 0 community guideline strikes. That's before you even apply. That is what qualifies you to begin the application process, not what actually gets you monetized. Requirements for application. First, you gotta review the partner terms, read all that stuff that goes into being a YouTube partner. Number 2 is sign up for Google AdSense. If you already have one, you just link it, but they'll send you straight from YouTube to Google AdSense, so you could sign up for that. And then your channel is gonna get reviewed by humans, and then they will decide whether or not you can be a part of the YouTube partner program. Now, time frames will be varied, and sometimes they will take a full month before getting back to you, but sometimes they'll get back to you as soon as 48 to 72 hours after. I was very thankful when I got monetized in 72 hours. Now, in the event that your channel is rejected, you're going to receive a very vague answer on why, and then you're going to have 30 days to resolve it before you try again. YouTube Shorts do not count towards watch time. YouTube Shorts are great for developing a subscriber base and getting to 1,000 quickly, but the watch time you accumulate through YouTube Shorts doesn't count towards the 4,000 public watch hours. And unfortunately, if you're just posting shorts, you're not going to be able to enter the YouTube partner program. But they are great for building your audience. And they also have a separate monetization system set up, so that way people can earn more bonuses from that. Additional perks. When you get monetized, you're going to have access to additional perks that you didn't have access to prior. You're going to have chat with support, where you can actually talk to human beings, or at least they claim to be human beings. I honestly haven't needed to use it. A copyright matching tool. So if someone uses the content on your channel on their channel, you're going to have an opportunity to see it there. And you're also going to have other monetization options. I'll go more into details about that later. But while these are awesome perks, this isn't all of them. And there are more perks unlocked at different subscriber levels. YouTube AdSense is Google AdSense. Since YouTube is owned by Google, it makes sense that the AdSense program on YouTube is actually just Google AdSense. I say it like that, but this opens up a world of opportunity for you. You can use that same AdSense account that is on your channel on your own website. And if you choose to do that in the future, you can actually make money from people just showing up to it. It's not the most profitable ad program for websites, and it is something I am going to work on in the future, is having my own website, but that's for a different video. CPMs versus RPMs. Now, I really don't want to get too deep into this because there are so many things that affect your CPMs and RPMs. What you do need to know is that CPMs are how much ad companies are paying YouTube per 1,000 views on your channel. RPMs is how much YouTube is paying you from those CPMs. games. There is more to monetization than just AdSense. AdSense opens up a lot of opportunities, but it's not the only opportunities that are available on YouTube. You have memberships, you have super chat, super stickers, affiliate marketing, merch. There's more to be sure, and those are just to name a few. But keep in mind, if your goal is to make this a business for yourself at some point, you want to open as many opportunities for yourself as possible. Demonetization. This is probably like the curse word for all of YouTube. This can be a pain in the butt to deal with because sometimes it is understandable why they would demonetize things. You know, less than family-friendly content, the profanity you choose to use. But then there are also times where I'm like, what? Like the other day, we had a live stream and the super chat button was apparently on the fritz because I got demonetized before I even went live. How does that even happen? That being said, YouTube is mainly ran through algorithms, and honestly, they're pretty quick to resolve things in my experience. Again, my experience is very limited, but it can be really inconvenient and it hurts your revenues. So yes, it's kind of nonsense, but who am I to argue with YouTube, right? Mid-roll ads. So we talked about AdSense and how it works, but what we didn't talk about yet is the concept of mid-roll ads. The video you post has to be over 8 minutes for the video to be eligible to actually have mid-roll ads, but you are going to have to place them yourself throughout the video. There is an automatic placer tool, but that can take hours, where manually it can just be like, that's it. Now, you don't want too many of them because it'll take away from the viewer experience, but you don't want to have too little because some of them just don't go through. Also, let's be real for a second. Your goal on YouTube is to turn your YouTube channel into a business and make an income from it. You want to set that up right. Not a lot of people talk about the frequency of mid-roll ads, and it's not too deeply discussed, so there is no real rule of thumb for this. And if there is, I just couldn't find it. Some of the results I found were every 2.5 minutes. Some people say every 3 minutes. Some people say every 4 minutes. Figure out what seems right to you and what is okay by you, and do what you think is right. But don't compromise your values by taking away from the viewer experience. Niche matters. Certain niche topics just pay better than others. Some don't pay much at all. YouTube is looking for videos that are suitable for ads to be played. And while there's a fair amount of room for error, you should be thinking about, as you're making these videos, about the ads that are going to play on your channel and how your video affects them. If you're making a finance channel or a business channel, you're gonna have ads that play that are business and finance related. If you're a tech channel, you're gonna have ads that talk about tech. If you're a kids channel, you're gonna have ads that have kids run to their parents going, "Mommy, mommy, can I have that?" If you're making a gaming channel, you're gonna have ads that play that are more towards gaming. Now, that being said, sometimes niche matters too much, and because of that, that can affect the general direction of your channel in the future, but that's okay in my opinion, because that was your intention to begin with. But make sure you keep in mind that that's how your channel grows when making that choice. This is not a 100% dependable source of income, at least for a long time. Look, some people blow up on YouTube very quickly. Some people need to hammer at it a while before they call this a solid source of income. And some people quit too early and then never see them. Now, granted, I'll be making videos that talk all about my journey and some helpful tips on that. And I'll talk about how long it takes me to hit each point along the way. So that way you guys have a reference to what it looked like for me. So that way you can also follow behind in that. Not everyone's journey is gonna be the same as mine, and what works for me may not work for you. The reason I say that is don't plan on quitting your job to do YouTube full-time or anything like that until you're making enough on all sides of this. I love making content on YouTube. It is 100% my goal to do this full-time, and honestly, I'm very thankful for this opportunity that you guys actually gave me the opportunity to do. But I have a long way to go before I get to the point where I could do this full time, but I wanted to make this video as I want to say younger creator. The reason I say younger is that this channel is less than a year old, and I want to know that those who come after me can refer to this video as well as others on this channel and other channels, and they could find out what worked for me, and hopefully that'll work for them. Granted, the YouTube videos that I make are not going to be super in-depth, and in most cases, you will discover your own secrets on your own journey, developing YouTube content for yourself and what it means to bring in money, views, and loyal subscribers. And I'll tell you what, experience beats theory every single time. Your best bet is just to keep hammering at it until it works for you and never quit too early. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!